Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today, as I realise my volume is far too loud. I'm getting a weird, like, Sixth Sense sort of thing for this. you know, you just start off a game, you hear the title screen music, and I'm like, that's too loud. And I look at it, and I'm like, yep, that volume is 10 higher than I usually put it on. I put it on a nice 20. Why? I don't know. For some reason, I don't know why, Animal Crossing just seems to play very loudly through my headphones. Or is it maybe I just want it very quiet in the background so you can hear my lovely dulcet tones? I'm not sure that's how I'd really describe them, but you know what I mean. Anyway, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 2:45 PM on Wednesday, December 9th, 2020. I just noticed she's got a sunflower on her coffee cup, which is a bit of a strange flower choice, given it's winter. I feel like it's changed. Does it normally look like that? I actually can't picture it anymore. I say anymore, like I really noticed in the first place. It's sort of those sort of things that you don't notice until someone points it out to you specifically. We've got Flick giving us the noble damsel flower, which we'll promptly put by the museum. I don't know what we're doing today. Oh, we're probably going to decorate around Audie's house today. And we've only got one more house. The two more houses. We need to move Vivian and Fuchsia's house to where they need to go. The leaves are really fading today, aren't they? Is red our visitor? It's not red. So it's a wandering visitor. So it's either CJ or it's going to be one of the Galavars. I thought I saw them over here. I did not. Do you think we can give Jakey a gift yet? I remember it's pretty soon after like 2 or 3 days. I can't remember exactly. I thought I saw a message in a bottle bag. I did. So yeah, what have I been up to today? I don't know. I've been doing a bit of drawing, as per usual. I woke up again a bit late today. I don't know. I need to sort of more fix my sleeping schedule because it's getting a bit weird. I normally try to sleep around midnight, wake up around 9 to 10, depending on how I'm feeling that day. Depending like where in the sleep cycle I am. I know. For some reason, I talk about sleeping so much. It's not even like a big thing of mine. Like, I know a lot of people are like, man, I love to sleep. I'm like, I only want to sleep when I'm tired. If I'm not tired, I don't want to sleep, you know. I've got stuff to do. Or other things I could be doing. I won't say I've got stuff to do. It's not like I'm the busiest person in the world or anything. Especially around these sort of times. But still, we're just going to have a run up and down the beach. We're going to see Gulliver or Gullivaras here. Either or. I'd imagine it's one of them. I'd imagine it's Gulliver because we didn't have him last week. But I also think we didn't have CJ last week, now I think about it. I can't quite recall. We really need to sort out these bushes. I really don't know what we're going to do with them. I know where we're going to put them, but I don't know how we're like sort of going to... I know where we're going to put them on a macro scale. I don't know where we're going to put them in a micro scale, if you know what I mean. So like I'm going to put them in the seasonal places that they belong. I don't know how I'm going to distribute them really, or how they'll look. So that's going to be a big problem. And something I need to figure out at some point. I suppose we can move all this stuff and put the bushes around here, but I don't know. Yeah, we're going to get these fossils assessed. I'm going to go under the assumption that we can't give Jakey a gift yet, and maybe we'll give it to him tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so what have I been up to? I don't know. I will say I've got a song stuck in my head this entire day. Not the entire day, it's actually been like the past week. So if you know, I dabble in K-pop from now and then because, you know, I like it. Hyunmin, and there's this K-pop group called IZ*ONE. And they released a new song called Panorama a few days back, and it's actually stuck in my head. Not like a whole song or anything, just like, you know, when you get a chorus line stuck in your head, the IZ*ONE goes, shoot, take a panorama. And every time I sing, I had to do the dance they do with it as well because it's stuck in my head, obviously. I'd be doing it a disservice if I wasn't. I don't know, something about the word panorama is just a really satisfying word to say, don't you think? Panorama. There's a lot of words like that in English language, not that I can really think of them off the top of my head. But I don't know, maybe it's like the implication of panoramas as well. Panoramas, hilarious things to take. That makes it sound like I'm physically taking... Why is take, like, take a photo and also, like, physically remove it from someone else? It's not really what I wanted, but, you know. Anyway, what was the point? I don't know if I had a point. But all the pumpkins are fully grown, so that's nice. Yeah, no, panoramas are pretty cool. What's crazy to me is how much it feels like panorama is such a specific technology. I think I was going to say, but I know all the technology has, like, all technology has extremely evolved over the past few years at an alarmingly fast pace. What was it, like Moore's law or something? You can like double the amount of computer chips every 5 years or something that fit on a certain amount of area. Is that right? I mean, obviously, there's going to be a limit to that. You can't have like infinite microchips or sitting on one sort of PCB board or whatever they're called. But anyway, not the point. Yeah, because I remember when I used to take when I got my first mobile phone, like smart mobile phone, not actual. Actually, to be fair, I never even had like a Nokia brick phone or anything. Even though that was much more popular back in those days. My sister had one. She had like, oh no, she had a flip phone actually. Now I think about it. My parents both had brick phones, and I didn't get a mobile phone because I was like, I don't need one until like how old was I? 13ish, I think. 14 maybe. 14, 15? I can't remember. So amusingly enough, when I used to take pictures, I used to take pictures with my DSi because I had that instead of a phone. And that's what I used to upload like pictures to Facebook. But anyway, what's my point? I don't really never had a point. No, yes, I did have a point. Sorry. Sometimes it takes me a while to remember what I was talking about. When I first got my smartphone, I remember like, as you do with your phone, you're like, ooh, this is so cool. You like go through all the settings. Actually, no, this wasn't even my first phone. I think about it. It was my second phone, I think. But you go through all the settings, so you're like, oh, I want to see all the cool things you can do with this new phone. I want to show it off and all that sort of thing. I remember just like looking through and the settings. I'd be like, oh, Panorama. What's this? In one of the camera settings, is you can take a Panorama mode. And then I don't know if I talked about Culture Club before, but it was basically it was like a club where we can go on school trips when our school to things like ballets and performances like that, orchestra, stuff like that, operas. It was really cool, basically. Much more like traditional media pieces that usually teens aren't so interested in necessarily, but this is a chance to get exposed to it. But anyway, yeah, we went to on the first trip to Culture Club. I was like, there was like 10 of us or something. We had a rather large circle, just all vibing and hanging out or whatever, somewhere in London as we were waiting for the show to start. And then I was like, I'm going to take some pictures because I'm the one who likes to take pictures in my group. I love to take pictures to sort of cherish the moments and memories. If you can tell by the fact I always seem to reminisce on nostalgic things that have gone in my past. But anyway, yeah, I took a panorama. I was like, let's take a panorama. I want to see how this works. And you know, there's a lot of effort. You had to like perfectly line up. You take a picture, and then of course like a little circle appears to the right or left, and you had to like line up the ring of your camera viewfinder over that little circle perfectly. Otherwise it starts sort of like, I'm going to try to stitch it together the best it can using, I don't even know, some sort of predictive AI technology is my guess. Not that I'm particularly well versed in this sort of information. Hello Jakey. Oh, we can actually give you stuff. I'll do it tomorrow then. Yeah, so I was like, I'm going to take a 360 panorama. Everyone stand real still, so everyone's like posing, whatnot, standing still, getting ready for stuff. The picture as it sweeps around to them. And it's so incredibly cursed. I don't know why I remember it so well. This first panorama photo I took, it's so incredibly cursed because like it starts out okay, but then so many other people look like if they're like on the border of two photos. I don't know, whatever processing unit or whatever in the phone which tries and stitches them together correctly didn't do it quite right, so some people's faces are like really squished, and one of my friends was moved a bit too much, and then his head was like completely like spliced in half, like offset. It's very very cursed, I suppose. But since then, panorama technology seems to go a lot better, especially like the way that iPhones do it with you basically like do the equivalent of taking a video, right? You sort of just like sweep round and it somehow perfectly encapsulates a lot of it into a panorama. Of course, it doesn't really encapsulate it very well if you move during a panorama, but you know, that's the point. You're meant to stand still and that sort of thing. I remember on a holiday when we went on our interrating trip, which is basically a trip after sixth form where we just sort of chilled around. Oh, maid outfit. I don't think we've actually seen one of these before. Oh. Nintendo, why don't you just let me not have to have a wetsuit on? You know what I was saying. Let me use a changing room with a wetsuit on. Yeah, when I was on the interrating trip, sometimes when I was really bored, I'd take a panorama of everyone. Oh, these are really cute. I want to buy the maid outfit though. Obviously. It's interesting to me these Halloween outfits are still here. Pattern stocking? Sure, why not? What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. To be perfectly honest, this is gone. Oh yeah, I often took panoramas on that sort of trip, and some of them worked out pretty well, to be honest. It seemed to get a lot better in the technology or whatever in about a year or so. It seemed to improve. We're going to give a gift to Harry, and we haven't seen Rayman today. Raymond today, I don't believe. Oh, we need to put this dragonfly down as well. I suppose we'll just put it sort of like over here. Sorry, a damselfly. We'll put it over here, just in this little nook. That's not the right way around. Which way around do I want this to be? Probably something like that. Seems reasonable to me. Yeah, often when we're just sort of like chilling around and stuff, I'll be taking calling you Rambler. Who calls me Rambler? I don't even remember who came up with that. Did Fuchsia come up with it? Maybe. Anyway, yeah, when we're sort of just like sitting around, I used to take panoramas, and then one of the days I was looking at the settings properly in my phone, and I was like, whoa, what's this? It's called a photosphere. And I was like, whoa, that's trippy. That's like one step up from a panorama instead of just being the 360 like fixed in one. I don't know, how do I describe this in mathematical terms? This is definitely some mathematical terms that I should know, but I can't think off the top of my head. Rather than being like a sphere around me, it's just like a ring, I suppose, a cylinder around me. No, wait, instead of being a cylinder around me, it's a whole sphere around me. How do you like your new house location, Audie? We'll see if she's crafting anything. And I was like, whoa. So I took it, and it's incredibly cursed, because it does not stitch together things particularly well. But it's a pretty amusing idea in the first place. But I suppose we've got like free seat. Blah. Are we doing now to make a lease mask? Sure. Apparently. No, what was my point? No, we have those 360-degree cameras now, don't we? Which can not only take pictures in 360, but you can like record videos and stuff on them, and you see them on YouTube. They pop up every now and then, which is an interesting gimmick. I'd imagine it's much more for a VR headset, because not everyone in the world, or no one, I think, in the world has free. What are you wearing, Savannah? Oh, that. Sorry, I thought she was wearing something completely different, and I was like, well, what? What should we do first? Let's try and figure out where we want to move Vivian's house to, I think. And then we'll start decorating Audie's house. Or the area around Audie's house. Yeah, if not everyone's got like 360-degree screens, obviously. I mean, people don't even have 360-degree regular screens which go all around them in like a cylinder, let alone a whole sphere. That's far too much freedom of looking around. But yeah, I suppose they're much more suited to like VR, right? Having a VR headset. DJ KK, I think we got this one. Looks like we got it. Having a VR headset where you could just look around wherever you want at any sort of particular time. And wait, do we have enough money in our... No, we don't. Where you can look around at any sort of time and sort of be like, ooh, I'm going to look over here and like left and right, because it's not very good, to be honest, on using a regular old computer. You know, you got like your WASD to look around, that sort of thing, in the YouTube videos. I can't remember what videos I've seen it on. I feel like I've seen like oh, you know what? It's actually another YouTuber I used to watch, is the most recent one I've seen. Because I've seen some things which I feel like have been a bit of a gimmick, and every now and then. I mean, to be fair, this one is a bit of a gimmick as well. Here, they were giving like a let me think. Wow, I got massively distracted there, my bad. I completely forgot what we were talking about, except for we were talking about panoramas or something about that. Should take a panorama. I know, I like panorama. Oh, Vivian's ill. I was like, why is she in her pajamas? She's sleeping now. Okay, that's actually good, because that means we learned that she's ill before someone had to tell us. So actually, we learned that she's ill before we had to actually go see her in person being ill, which is actually, I believe, something which gets you more friendship points or something with villagers. I forget. But still, yeah, let's go get some medicine for Vivian. I had no idea she was ill. Wait, was that Raymond? It was. All these pauses. Yeah, I was talking about something about panoramas. I don't know. When do you even take panoramas? You take panoramas when you see like really nice scenic views or scenery or whatever. Scenic scenery, that's a bit of an obvious statement, but you know what I mean. I like a nice of a cliff top or whatever. I feel like I never do that. Because, you know, I don't know. A panorama just seems unnecessary. Hold on. We've got to stop talking about panoramas for a second when we think about where Vivian's house is actually going to go. I actually think we just want it exactly where Audie's house was before. Maybe we could put it on this side. Let me think about it. I don't like it on that side. I think I like it right here in the corner. That is simple white flooring. That is exactly not what I wanted. So if we just move forward a tiniest amount. That's too far forward. That's too close to the ledge. Excuse me. Why is that too close to the ledge? What? So obviously we could do it here. Is this where we want it? Can we put it in this little nook here? I can't imagine we could. Might as well try it though. No. It's a bit tough. The alternative is we could put a house here, but then I don't really want it in like view shot of Raymond's. I think this might be the best place. I'm just trying to picture what I'm going to do, because we want to have like an orchard. We want like a forest separating Raymond and Vivian's house over here. So we definitely need a lot of space for that. Yeah, I think we just have to go with this. There's not really many great options down here, in my opinion, of where we can actually put Vivian's house. That's definitely too far back. Actually, do we want a little bit of space? No, I think we want no space in front if possible, but unfortunately we can't quite do that. We can do this way. Let me imagine it. Let's see. Oh, I forgot we're getting medicine for Vivian. Isn't that right? I think that's good enough. I mean, it's like we can do the same path thing we did already, so where she has like a little path through like a magical forest or something behind here before we turn out into the much more like civilization area or Raymond's house. So now we've only got I was gonna say Pashmina, it's not Pashmina, Fuchsia's house to move into the last place, and then we'll have all the houses moved out, and we'll just be trying to decorate the place how we see fit. Now, how exactly do we see fit? I don't know. It's a little bit difficult, but let's buy some medicine. Yeah, panorama's up top of like a scenic view or something. Like, there's not many times, I think, in your life where you take a picture and you're like, oh, or you're in a place where you want to take a picture and you're like, oh wow, I wish I could see greater than my field of view right now in this one photo, because panoramas are kind of hard to look at, to be honest. Like, do you really want to scroll back and forth on a photo that you're looking at? Like, maybe, I don't know. Or you need a very, very like long horizontal screen to get everything in together, or maybe you need like multiple screens put together, but then you still got like a cut out point in the middle between the two borders of the monitors. I'm sorry to hear you're feeling bad, Vivian. I really feel like you guys should just keep medicine on you and just take it when you feel ill. It does seem a bit strange that you don't, but especially with how easy it is to just grab medicine from nooks. Actually, I'm surprised there's no like hospital or something you could ever build in Animal Crossing, or like a hospital NPC where you can get medicine and illness was more of a thing. Treat like bee stings, that sort of thing. That actually does surprise me. Anyway, I want to sell some of this stuff before we empty out our inventory. Start decorating Audie's place. I suppose we can move trees as well, but I also don't know what I'm doing with that, so maybe we won't yet. Hello everyone. Yeah, panoramas, they're really cool. Only if they're like perfectly stitched together. If you're like a professional photographer and you take the time to, like, I mean, obviously, if you're having fun taking panoramas, don't let me stop you. This is obviously all in facetious means of just trying to drive some sort of nonsensical conversation forward. But panoramas is really inconvenient to look at. You know, it's the same thing with people recording phone videos vertically for videos which aren't necessarily meant to be viewed on the phone. I might not understand if it's like TikTok or Vine or something. You're obviously going to look at those on your phone. You're going to be probably playing a video back in a portrait mode. So that obviously suits for the medium, but not medium. Yeah, the medium it's going to be presented on, which is fair enough. But the other thing is just like, I can't think of what I'm talking about because it's really hard to talk about this sort of thing and then also try and look at furniture items at the same time. So I'm going to do my best. A beach chair, that seems fitting. Yeah, it's the same thing of like taking like phone video recordings and also wanting to display them on like a computer monitor, which is landscape. So it's rotated 90 degrees from the most obvious layout that you wanted. So it's a sort of a bit of I don't know, a clash of, you're not really building it for the medium that you're playing for, but yeah, TikTok Vines all fine. And obviously there's sometimes when portrait videos make more sense if you've got something much more vertical that you're recording, and you, especially if you don't have a room. Do we want this? This seems a bit pointless to have that sort of thing in. Oh, we wanted a well somewhere. I don't remember where. I just remember yesterday I was like, I wanted to put a well somewhere, but I can't remember where I wanted to put it. But we'll grab it anyway. Coconut juice? That seems pretty. Oh, we need like a small table or something. I don't know if we have summer things to even build. I suppose we've got like mermaid-esque things we can put around. Yeah, what happened to the mermaid bed? Did I skip over it? I must have skipped over it. Beach ball? That's very fitting. The surfboards as well. I must have... See, that's the problem with talking. I skip over a lot of things. Yeah. I know we got more beach things. It's just hard to... I wish we could like sort by theme or something. It'd be so much easier. Okay, where's the surfboard? Surfboard. Anyway, there it is. Anything else particularly fitting can I think of off the top of my head? Not really. So I suppose we'll take the time to see what recipes we can even build. Oh, excuse me, that would fit seasonally. What's this? A wooden toolbox. What would fit the summer aesthetic we got going on over there? That bonsai shelf's pretty cute. Not very summery. What? Recycled boots. Is this just 2 boots? You just put on the boots. Okay, that's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Wave breakers. I don't even know what wave breakers do. Apart from break waves, I guess. Which is not the most descriptive thing in the world, is it? A sort of bit straightforward. Sorry. Not most enlightening thing in the world. I mean, not descriptive, is as descriptive as it can get, to be honest. It's literally what it says it does on the tin. Yeah, panoramas. It's just inconvenient. Panoramas are so long. I know it's just like, not for the aesthetic of them, that's like the wrong word, but the sort of wait, what have we missed? We missed Aries, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Libra. Oh, we skipped out a lot. We skipped out Virgo and Scorpio, apparently. And we're in Capricorn now, aren't we? No, we're still in Sagittarius. Oh, I guess we'll just sort of favourite all of these things. I don't know if we want all of them. Okay, we don't need to favourite all of these. This is a bit excessive. I can just look, can't I? So we've got a seashell bed. A shell fountain? That seems a bit excessive. We don't even have any giant clams. Okay, we need to actually start picking up giant clams. Shell speaker could be good. Conch and iron nuggets. I don't think we have them. Okay, we need to start picking up more seashells. Okay, noted. We need to pick up the seashells. And then out of the rest of this, none of this is all that summary, so we don't have a lot to put down. That's fine. Yeah, the mix and match of the media forms, I suppose. I mean, panoramas, I will say, very nice printed out. I feel like it's something you always see in museums, especially when they want to give like museums which are about like the history of a certain city or whatever. We always share like panorama shots of the cities throughout the years, which is honestly a pretty good way of doing it. Excuse me. I know there's a spot there I can jump over. Okay, so what do we have to put down? A beach chair. This just makes sense, like right outside here. That is backwards. It's also not the colour I thought it was. I thought this was green, but apparently it's not. Oh, we should put it under the coconut tree. In the shade of a palm tree. Excuse me? I'm trying to bring this out. This is how you repay me. On the day of my daughter's wedding. On the day of my daughter's wedding. Maybe that's a bit too far out. But something like this looks pretty good if we drop the coconut drink right next to it. Honestly, it's an absolutely huge coconut drink, I'm not gonna lie. I suppose the palm tree light would just be sort of here next to it. Shell bed, surfboard. Just to be like, hey, this is the beach house. Enjoy your stay. Excuse me? No room? There's no room at the inn. I know you can customise this actually. I guess we can put a surfboard over here. What else do we have? Surfboard, shell bed. Okay, shell bed's a bit of a strange one, to be honest. These all make sense, sort of just scattered around. And we need to decide where we're putting some fencing. Now and then. I wonder if there's like a beach net or something. Don't know, let's put a shell bed here, just randomly. I think we wanted to put it upwards, around where Lily is. Makes sense, right? The water area. This actually sounds like dragging a shell across sand, which is a weird thing. Yeah, panoramas. Should take a panorama. I don't really have much else to say about them, I guess. That's sort of it. We do want a well around here somewhere. Lily, for you. Perhaps just in the corner here? Maybe down here? Maybe in this corner. It's a bit weird putting a well right next to a waterfall, from what I think about it. Isn't it? Very strange. Maybe out in this outcropping then. I think that makes marginally more sense, but not a huge amount more. Something like that. Yeah, that looks good. I suppose we can move. This is the only. I don't know. I had to check like one of the bushes. Not spawn, but bloom basically. What can we do in these last 2 minutes? Not really much. And I've kind of run out of things to talk about for Panorama, to be honest. I tried to keep one cohesive thread topic going throughout all these videos, but well, each video individually, but this one's run its course. But anyway, I don't know. Take panoramas if you want. It'd be cool if we could take panoramas and Animal Crossing, to be honest. But I suppose that's probably some ways off, just like it was in real life until it wasn't. Anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscriptions, shares, all greatly appreciated. Join me Dear Darling Discord. Follow me on Twitter. I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's well. So until next time, bye bye for now.